Good morning, everyone. My name is Samar Abu Surdana, and today I'm going to be teaching you Q Skills for Success, Reading Skill Level 2, Unit 6. Starting on page 114, Reading 1, Memo to Restaurant Servers. As usual, first we have a vocabulary activity, Activity A. Here are some words from Reading 1. Read the definitions, then complete each sentence. First of all, let's read the definitions. Automatically, adverb, done in a way like a machine that does not require human control. Benefit, noun, advantage or good or useful effect of something. Blame, verb, to think or say that someone is responsible for something bad that happened. Decrease, to become or to make something smaller or less. Error, noun, a mistake. Estimate, verb, a calculable or to calculate the approximate size, cost, or amount of something. Interact, verb, to communicate or mix with. Provide, verb, to give or supply something to somebody. Stressed, adjective, feeling worried or unable to relax. Unique, adjective, unlike anything else, being the only one of its type. Now let's match the words with the correct sentences. Sentence 1. A benefit of giving a laptop computer is that you can use it almost anywhere. A benefit of having a laptop computer. 2. At the bank, a machine automatically sorts and counts coins. 3. I thought I made many mistakes on the test, but later I found out that I had made only one error. 4. I am waiting for prices to decrease before I buy a new laptop. 5. Some people blame the changes in climate on pollution. 6. I estimate that 50 people will be at the meeting. 7. My brother is good with children. He likes to interact with them. Next, 8. Last year I felt very stressed about my schoolwork. This year I have fewer classes and I feel more relaxed. 9. The school librarians are very helpful. They provide us with a lot of useful information. And 10. Instead of a typical cake, Sue made a unique and colorful one. Moving on to Activity C. Preview. Quickly read the topic of the memo in the reading, in the reply line, and the questions in paragraph 4 of the memo. So you need to read the topic and the questions in paragraph 4. What do you think the new technology will be in the restaurant? More than one answer is possible. And if you preview it, you'll find out that these answers are possible. Customers will pay their own bills using credit card at a tablet, and customers will enter the order at the table using a tablet. So customers can pay and order using the tablet. Moving on to the reading section.
Unit 6, Reading 1.
Restaurant Z. Memo. Date, May 3rd. To servers. From Mark McCormick, Dining Room Manager. Regarding new touchscreen ordering. At Restaurant Z, we are known as a cool, trendy place for people who want a special experience. We are always looking for better ways to serve our customers and make their experience unique. Next month, we will make a change so that we can really stand out. Touchscreen ordering, also known as digital dining, you need to know about this new technology. This is how it works. Each table will have its own tablet with a touchscreen. Customers can view the menu on the tablet, including descriptions and photos. To start, the customer swipes her credit card and puts in her order by touching the screen. Then, the program automatically makes suggestions for additional items to order, such as appetizers and drinks. When the customer is ready, she pushes a button to send the order directly to the computer in the kitchen. Won't that make your job as a server easier? All you have to do is bring the food to the table when it's ready. Finally, paying the bill is quick and easy because the customer can do it herself. This exciting new technology will improve our customers' dining experience and increase your tips. Now, you may want to know how this change will affect you. Maybe you are afraid of losing your job. Let me assure you, you won't. In fact, you will be able to serve more customers every night. These high-tech tablets not only look cool, they decrease the number of tasks you have to do. Hopefully, that means that you can serve more tables without feeling stressed. Here are some questions and answers. Question: what are the benefits for me as a server? Answer: first of all, with digital dining, customers can order quickly. We will be able to serve more customers in less time. Also, the tablet program will automatically suggest additional items to order. Research shows that when this happens, customers order more. We estimate that customer bills will be 15 to 20% higher. With more customers ordering more items, you will earn more money in tips. In addition, you won't have to repeat the same information over and over like a robot. Finally, customers can't blame you for errors in their order. They place their own orders. Question: will customers really want to do their own ordering? Answer: yes. I think that most of our customers will love it. If a diner prefers the traditional service, we will provide it. But these tablets will be so much fun that everyone will want to use them. The photographs will be fantastic, and the descriptions will be mouthwatering. As you know, most of our customers are tech-savvy, and they enjoy interacting with the latest gadgets. Question: what other features will these tablets have? Answer: they'll have entertaining games and high-speed internet access. Customers can send messages to friends and post photos of themselves at the table. We will be having an employee training session to show you how digital dining works next Tuesday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. I look forward to showing you this fabulous new system.
Alright everyone, moving on to activity B. Circle the answer to each question. Number 1. What is the main reason the restaurant is going to use digital dining? The answer is C, to be trendy and popular. 2. What was the manager's reason for writing the second section of the reading? B, to explain how digital dining works. 3. Why does the manager include the question and answer section? C, to answer questions that servers will have. And 4. What is the main idea of the question and answer section? The main idea is B, tablets will make servers and customers happy. Next, activity C. Complete each statement with information from the memo. Number 1. The date of the memo is May 3rd. 2. The restaurant will start using tablets June, next month. 3. In addition to descriptions of menu items, the tablet will show photographs of the food. 4. When a customer places an order, the tablet program will recommend appetizers and drinks. 5. Customers' bills will be higher when they use digital dining. And 6. The training meeting will be next Tuesday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. Next, activity D. Complete the sentences to show the causes and effects or results. Use information from the reading. Here we have the cause, and next to it we have the effect or the result of that cause. You can look up the example number 1. The cause is because the tablet will do many of the service tasks, and the effect of that is that servers will feel less stressed. 2. The cause is because each server will have time to serve more customers, servers will make more money. 3. Because customers are placing their own orders, and the result is customers cannot blame servers for mistakes in their orders. 4. Because the tablet automatically suggests other items to order, customers will order more food. 5. Because the tablets will be so much fun to use, customers won't mind making their own orders. Next, in activity E, answer these questions. Question 1. Why does the manager use we and our in section 1? The answer is B, because he wants the servers to feel they are part of a team. 2. Find and underline other uses of we and our in the memo. You can find them in sections 1, 2, 4, and 5. So you need to find these pronouns and underline them. Question 3. In section 2, the manager asks, won't that make your job as a server easier? Why does he ask this question? C. Because he expects the servers to agree with him. 4. Which sentence from the memo expresses enthusiasm and excitement for this change? B. This exciting new technology will improve our customers' dining experience and increase your tips. And 5. Find and underline another sentence that expresses enthusiasm. Of course, the answer will vary as there are more than one possible answer. For example, from section 4, you can underline, these tablets will be so much fun that everyone will want to use them. Next, write what you think. In section A, we have 3 questions for you to discuss in a group. The answers will vary, and possible answers for the questions are as follows. Question 1. The manager mentions many of the benefits of the new tablets. What do you think some of the disadvantages or problems might be? For example, some customers will not want to use it, some customers will make mistakes and not know how to correct them, and servers won't be able to make suggestions and give information. Discussion question 2. At Restaurant Z, who do you think will benefit the most from the new digital dining technology, the customers or the servers? So what do you think? For example, I think that the servers will benefit more. They will be able to serve more people. Customers will not blame mistakes on them. And 3. Have you ever used technology like this in a restaurant? If so, describe your experience and tell what happened. If not, would you like to use this technology? Why or why not? An example answer: I would like to use this technology in a fast food restaurant where it's easy to see and understand the food choices. It would be faster than standing in line. I would not like to use this technology in a nice restaurant, though I usually have more questions to ask the server. Next, in section B, you need to choose one of these three questions and write a response. Use your own word, express your own opinion. Look back at your quick write on page 115 as you think about what you learned. You may use these examples to help you with your answer. Moving on to page 120, reading skill, identifying the author's purpose. The author's purpose. Now, the purpose of a text is the reason the author writes it. Why did he write it? For example, the purpose of a newspaper article is to inform or give the reader information about something. The purpose of a letter to the newspaper is usually to express an opinion about something. As you read, look at the words the author uses and ask yourself questions to help you identify the purpose. Here are some questions you can ask yourself as you read. For example, is the author trying to give me information about something? Is the author expressing his or her opinion about something? Is the author telling me a personal story? Is the author trying to make me interested or excited about something? Is the author trying to make me laugh? Identifying the author's purpose can help you better understand the text you are reading. Now, in activity A, you need to look back at reading 1 on pages 115 to 117. What is the author's purpose? You need to circle two answers. C, to give information, and D, to make someone excited about something, which in this case was the new technology in the restaurant. B. Read the titles, look at the words the authors use, then match each title with the correct purpose. Number 1. My embarrassing adventures with technology. It's with B, to make someone laugh. 2. Competitive sports are too competitive. C, to give information. 3. My grandfather's childhood in Egypt. A, to tell a story. 4. New research shows birds see more colors. E, to give information. And 5. You can be stronger in 2 weeks, which is with D, to make someone interested in something. Moving on to page 121. Reading 2. I hate machines. In activity A, vocabulary, here are some words from reading 2. Read the definitions, then complete each sentence. Let's read the definitions first. Access, noun, a way to enter a place or to use something. Assist, verb, to help someone. Connection, noun, a path of communication for a telephone or to the internet. Eventually, adverb, after a long time. Frustrated, adjective, angry or impatient because you cannot do or achieve what you want to do. Furious, adjective, very angry. Install, verb, to put a new thing in its place so it's ready to use. On hold, prepositional phrase, waiting on the phone to talk to someone or continue a conversation. Scan, verb, to pass light over an image or barcode in order to identify an item and determine its price. Transfer, verb, to connect a telephone caller to another person or line. Now let's match the correct word with the correct sentence. Number 1. I thought my friends would never come back from the store, but eventually they did. 2. Anna called, but I couldn't hear her because my phone had a bad connection. 3. This key will give you access to my apartment whenever you want. 4. At our store, the computer specialists assist customers. It's their job. 5. I'm not able to answer your question, but I can transfer you to a manager who can help you. 6. You don't need to type the price into the cash register. You can just scan the item with this machine. 7. I tried to register for classes today, but the website didn't work. Now all the classes I want are full. I'm so frustrated. 8. I hung up after I was on hold for 30 minutes. 9. My friend damaged my new car and then he lied to me about what happened. I was furious. And 10. A man came to my apartment to install my new dishwasher. Moving on, Activity C, Preview. Blogs, which is a reading 2. Blogs are usually informal and personal, and bloggers are people who create blogs, often write about their experiences, giving their opinions about various topics. You need to look at the title of the blog post in reading 2. So look up the title, I Hate Machines. I hate machines. And next, after you look up the title, what do you think the reading will be about? So just from the title, what do you think the reading will be about? For example, the blog will probably be about why the person hates machines, because it says so on the title. It might be about the person's unpleasant experience with technology. Moving on to the reading section of reading 2. I hate machines.
Unit 6, Reading 2.
I hate machines. Trouble with technology. Tuesday, March 2nd. Recently, I moved to a new apartment right across the street from my old one. I thought it would be simple to get my phone and DSL line started. The technician from the phone company came to install my telephone line. He said that I would be able to use the internet on the same line. After he left, I discovered that the phone worked, but the DSL connection for the internet didn't. So, I called the phone company. Of course, I didn't get to talk to a real person. Instead, an automated voice recording asked me a lot of questions. Then, I had to wait for half an hour to talk to a real person. While I was on hold, every few minutes a recording said, "Remember, you can use our convenient website to solve most of your problems." "Arg!" I said to the recording, feeling frustrated. "Why do you think I'm calling you? I don't have a connection to the internet." I finally got to talk to a real person. But then, she transferred me back into the automated system again. I couldn't get any help. I called a different number, and the person told me to be at my house for a technician to come the next day. I stayed home from work, but nobody came. I called them again. The recording said, "We're sorry. All agents are busy assisting other customers. We are unable to take your call." Then the machine hung up on me. 3 days later, I received a phone call from them. But again, it wasn't a real person. It was a machine. The voice on the machine said, "We are happy to tell you that you now have internet access." But when I went back to my computer, I still couldn't connect to the internet. I was furious. To make a long story short, it took the phone company 2 weeks to solve my problem. I spent a total of 18 hours at home waiting for workers who never came. I spent 8 hours on the phone listening to recordings and machines and waiting on hold. Companies think that these voice-activated systems save us time, but they actually waste it. The telephone isn't the only time-saving technology that drives me crazy. The other day, I went to the supermarket. They had a new self-service checkout system. With this new device, I could scan my groceries myself instead of waiting in a checkout line. For some strange reason, these machines seem to hate me. Here's what happened. I scan my item. The computer sits there stupidly and does nothing. Eventually it says, "Scan your first item." But I already did. What do I do now? Scan it again and get charged twice? So I put my item in the bag. "Put the item in the bag," says the machine. But I already have. "Put the item in the bag," it says again. So I take it out and do it again, just to make the machine happy. "Scan the item before putting it in the bag," shouts the machine, while everyone turns to look at me as if I'm an idiot. I wish we could go back to the good old days, when there were real people to help us. I think I would have been happier living 100 years ago, before we had all of this time-saving self-service technology.
Alright, moving on to activity B on page 124. Answer these questions. Question 1. What are the two types of automated technology with which the author was frustrated? An automated voice recording and a self-service checkout. 2. What was frustrating about his first experience? List 3 reasons or 3 things. He had difficulty accessing a real person. An automated voice kept suggesting he go to the website, but he couldn't due to his inability to access the web. When he did get access to a real person, she transferred him back to the automated system. 3. How did he feel when he used the self-service checkout and why? He felt frustrated because the machine didn't recognize that he had already scanned the item and put it in the bag. He was embarrassed because the machine seemed to be shouting at him and other people were looking at him as if he were an idiot. 4. Why does the writer hate machines? Give at least 3 reasons. Now the answers will vary. Example answers: machines frustrate him, machines aren't always easy to use, and machines often waste time. 5. What is the author's purpose? Look back at the reading skill on page 120 to figure out the author's purpose. Now the answer may vary. For example, to argue that people are more helpful than machines, to tell a humorous story about his experiences with machines. Finally, question 6. The blog is humorous. In your opinion, what was the funniest part? And this depends on the student. That's why the answers will vary. So in your opinion, write down what was the funniest part in the blog. Moving on to activity C. Read the statements, write true or false, then correct each false statement. Number 1. A worker went to the man's house to install a phone line. True. 2. When the man called the telephone company, he never got to talk to a real person. False. He had to wait for a long while before he could talk with a real person. 3. It took the phone company 3 weeks to solve his problem. False. It took the company 2 weeks, not 3. 4. The computer at the supermarket did not work correctly. True. And 5. The man thinks he would prefer to have lived in a time before there was technology. Also true. Next, in activity D, look at reading 2, identify who said each of the statements. Write P if it was a person, or C if it was a computer or an automated voice. Number 1. Remember, you can use our convenient website to solve most of your problems. C. A computer said the statement. The angry statement, or which shows the person's anger, was said by a person, by the author of the blog. 3. Why do you think I'm calling you? Also P. A person. 4. We're sorry, all agents are busy assisting other customers. C. A computer. 5. Scan the item before putting it in the bag. C. Also a computer. Next, in activity E, read the statements, number them to show the correct order. This is the correct order, starting with C, which is number 1. A technician from the phone company installed the phone line. Then A is number 2. I discovered that the phone worked but the internet connection didn't. Then F, number 3. If I called the phone company, waited on hold, and finally spoke with a real person. Then B, 4. The person transferred me to the automated system again. Then E, 5. I made an appointment, but no one came to fix the connection. And D is number 6. After 2 weeks, I finally got my internet connection. Next, write what you think. In section A, we have 2 discussion questions and possible answers for these questions. Question 1. Have you ever been frustrated by new technology? Describe what happened. For example, my computer often frustrates me. Sometimes it freezes while I'm doing something important, like writing a paper. 2. Do you prefer to interact with people or with self-service machines, and why? For example, it is a simple task like checking out of a hotel. I like to use a self-service machine, But if I am checking out and I want to leave a complaint or a compliment, I prefer to talk with a person. In section B, you need to think about the unit video reading 1 and reading 2 as you discuss these questions. Then you need to choose one of the questions and write a response. Use your own words. Express your own opinion. You may use these example answers to help you out. Question 1. Think of a new type of self-service technology. What are the disadvantages or problems? For example, one new type of self-service technology is the airport kiosk. One benefit of this technology is you don't have to wait in line to check into a flight. Also, it's often quicker than a person. It only takes a few seconds to check into a flight and get a boarding pass. But it can be inconvenient sometimes too. The machines can be confusing to use, especially if the machine uses a language that you don't know. Or you may choose question 2. What is your favorite type of self-service technology? Describe what is and why you like it. So describe your favorite type of self-service technology and why you like it. For example, my favorite type of self-service technology is the vending machine. When I am hungry and in a hurry, I can buy something to eat, usually without having to wait in line. All I have to do is insert money, type the letter and numbers that match up to which snack I want in the machine, and the machine will dispense it for me. Furthermore, because I can see all the snacks in the machine through a glass door, it is easy to decide what I want to eat. So choose one of these questions and write your own response to it. Next, vocabulary skill using the dictionary. Words with more than one meaning. Many words have more than one meaning or definition, even if they are spelled and pronounced the same way. Using a dictionary can help you identify the correct meaning of a new word. If a word has two definitions that are the same part of speech, noun, verb, adjective, or adverb, they will likely appear under the same entry in the dictionary. If the two meanings are different parts of speech, they might appear under different entries in the dictionary, like light 1 and light 2. Because they have different part of speech, they are two separate entries. But if they had the same part of speech, they would appear under the same entry. So as you can see, the first entry of light is that it's a noun. It's the energy from the sun with an example sentence, or something that produces light with another example sentence. In the second entry, light is an adjective, which means not dark, like having a lot of light, or of a color, like pale in color, or not heavy, not of great weight. You can improve your vocabulary by using a dictionary to look up words with more than one meaning. In activity A, you need to use a dictionary to find the different definitions of the words below. Then write the definition and the sentence that uses the word in context, and compare your answers with a partner. As you can see, we have the first word is light. We have the entries here in the vocabulary skill. Definition 1, it's the energy from the sun, a lamp, etc. As you can see it here. So basically you need to write the example sentence provided by the entry, like a beam, ray, or light, the light of the sun. The light was too bad for us to read by. Or, the light was too low for us to see. Definition 2. Something that produces light. For example, an electric lamp. A sentence. Suddenly, all the lights came on. Definition 3. Having a lot of light. And the sentence is, in the summer it is still light at 9 o'clock. Definition 4. Pale in color. She wore a light blue sweater. Number 2, we have the word raw. Raw. Remember, you need to look it up in the dictionary. It has two definitions. Definition 1. To move a boat through water using long wooden poles with wide flat ends. And the sentence is, he rowed the boat slowly down the river. The second definition for raw, a line of people or things. A sentence, using it in this context, the kids were standing in a row at the front of the classroom. Number 3, we have tip. As you can see here, tip has three definitions. Definition 1, the thin pointed end of something. A sentence, the tip of her finger was blue after she voted. Definition 2, a piece of useful advice about something practical. A sentence, he had some useful tips about how to save money. And definition 3, to give a waiter or waitress, taxi driver, etc. an extra amount of money to thank him or her for good service. For example, you should tip the waitress about 15% of the bill. And next we have bank, which has three definitions. 1, an organization that keeps money safely for its customers. A sentence, is there a bank near here where I can cash some traveler's checks? Definition 2, a supply of things that you keep to use later. Sentence, the company has a data bank of customer names and phone numbers. And definition 3, the ground along the side of a river or canal. Sentence, people were fishing along the banks of the river. Next, in activity B, you need to work with a partner, look up the words record and wind in the dictionary and answer the following questions. So first of all, you need to look up these two words, record and wind, and then answer the following questions. Now, of course, the answers will depend on the dictionary you are using. How many definitions are there for the word record? For example, you may find in some dictionaries two definitions. The verb to record a video or audio, and the noun record, which is an account of something. Okay, that's it everyone. Thank you for listening and stay safe.